Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jordan Fisher.
I'm Timmons Hatman.
I'm Cypher PK, and this is the May Contain.
The May Contain.
The May Contain Action Podcast.
Available on Apple, Spotify, Google Play, and more.
Guys, welcome to the May Contain Action Podcast, where your two favorite people talk content, pop culture, gaming, and other random yet still important subjects with your guest. What? Trevor, I'm in the middle of the intro.
Continue.
Keep going. For your two favorite, I'm going to change that. I don't know why you changed that. All right?
Changed it, and I completely threw you a curveball because I can't throw actual physical curveballs. So I threw a digital one at you, and you messed it up, and I'm having a good time. But you can start over if you want.
Strike one. Strike one. It's unbelievable. I'm not gonna do it over again. We're going with that's the hard intro. That's what we're going with. We're talking about very important subjects and pop cultures and your favorite people. I can't even look at it. I can't even look at it.
Subjects of some of their and your favorite people.
Oh my gosh, they're and your favorite people. I am one of your hosts, host number one, ActionJaxon, aka Paul. Host number two, doesn't even matter. Today, we have a very special guest. Very special Twitter memer.
Hey, guys.
Streamer.
Hey.
YouTuber.
Hey. Well, hey, we're working on that part. Zoomer. I'll take that. Let's go.
Zoomer extraordinaire.
Finally.
Avalanche is here, everybody. Avalanche.
How's it going? Hey.
Yeah.
You guys calling me Zoomer is the greatest thing I've ever heard. I'm so sick of Frosty and Mako calling me Boomer.
No, you're 1 billion% of Zoomer, dude. I don't know.
1,000%. You're going to pick up mouse and keyboard so fast, it's going to be disgusting.
Oh, we're 4 days in. I'm feeling good. Working on the
you just started playing mouse and keyboard?
This is day 4 for me on mouse and keyboard, and my chat was clowning me this morning. Like, my shot needs work, but I'm literally going to, with this whole quarantine stuff going on, that gives me plenty of time to get good at mouse and keyboard. So I'm just going to start grinding out the hours.
Grind out the hours, kids. It's what it's for.
I can't get caught being called Gulag Gary anymore. I can't do it.
Gulag Gary.
Yeah, that's what they call me in the chat.
Gulag Gary.
Yeah, they were calling me Gulag Gary, Spectator Sammy, like all this, Lobby Larry. I was getting it all. It was bad. It was a rough one.
Lobby Larry.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Well,
Bad ain't Brandon. I forgot about that one.
Bad ain't Brandon.
Yep. No, yeah, that was another one.
Paul's loving it.
Twitch chat is so funny.
Yeah, some of them are.
Collectively, as a hive mind, they're funny. Separately, they're a bunch of assholes, but together, they form a pretty funny person. So, Lanch, baby, let's talk about a little bit of where you came from, like when you're born 2 years ago.
It was not 2 years ago. I was born in a year way back in 1998, January 8th in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh my God, 98.
Yep. 98?
Yeah.
What is that? What? You're
pretty sure that's the year Oops, I Did It Again came out.
I'm not young. You guys are trying to make me feel like I'm out of college. I'm 22. I'm starting to feel older.
Wow.
I feel like I'm starting to feel older.
I think I was playing Pogs in 1998.
You didn't even know what a Pogs.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, dude, little round cardboard cutout. Come on, dude. You hit it with a piece of metal, flips over. If it lands heads up, you get to keep it. Come on.
I've never heard of that ever. Not once.
Use your slammer. You put it in your little Pog sleeve. You got it stacked all the way. Come on. Take it to your friend's house. You play for money. Come on. Okay. Unbelievable. Well, Lanch.
Hey.
We want to know. Obviously, a little bit more about you, kind of get to know you in your young, very, 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 very short life. Where did your name, right?
Oh man,
Avalanche. Where did Avalanche come from? Where did that begin?
I know you're expecting to hear like some cool story, like something like that.
They're
but
usually actually not cool at all.
It was not cool whatsoever. I literally sat in my room. I was like, okay, I got to think of a gamer tag. I can't be called like, my name was like Detective like Brandon or something like something.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, I have to change this to
Where in
like,
the world is Carmen Sandiego? Detective.
I had to pick something, one word. I'm playing all these GB kids in Call of Duty. You see like V snipes, like all these gamer tags. I needed like one word. And so I was like, natural disasters, like that'll stand out, like tornado, hurricane, something like that.
There you go.
Yeah, thank God you didn't do tornado.
I could have been mudslide for all you guys know, but I picked
Mudslide?
Avalanche. I could have been earthquake.
That sounds gross
I
or
just
delicious.
If I just picked another name, I could have been anything, but I went with Avalanche.
Mudslide.
Mudslide.
Watch out for mudslide, kids.
Nah, I'm glad. Hey, I feel like Avalanche out of all of them was the best one to go with. So
Yeah, I think Tornado Brandon would have been
tornado.
way
Man,
better.
I fumbled. I fumbled it.
Avalanche might not be a natural disaster, by the way. I'm checking with my weatherman over here.
Wait, is it not a natural?
People usually cause them.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
saying no, it's
loud
not.
noises, like
Not a-
screaming. Oh man, wow.
It's a force. You're a force of nature, though.
It might-
like
I don't
one's, no one's fighting against an avalanche. There's nothing you can do. You're dead.
Everyone calls me Ava though. And anyways, no one wants to type out the whole word too. So
I'm gonna call you Ava because Ava's kind of already taken. Ava JJ is kind of already got that one. She got
took
that
the
one
Twitch
locked down.
prefix too. Oh man, I had to make
Hey,
my
remember
own.
when she changed her name and then no one said her new name and just keeps calling her JJ? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not Ava GG. It's Ava JJ.
You're-
So you pick. So was this for like Xbox Live? You picked this name, or
No,
was
yeah,
this
this is
what
one.
everyone does?
Xbox Live. Actually,
Xbox.
this was for. I think this was for PlayStation, PS3 at the time.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I was playing Call of Duty. I
Okay.
had started playing COD on PS3. I'm
Oh,
pretty
so you were like 5 years old?
This is because this is because I didn't want to play online, or I didn't want to pay for Xbox Live. I had consoles before this, obviously, but I'm talking Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah. For the rest of the Zoomers listening, if there are any, you didn't have to pay for PS online.
All right,
Yeah.
I played what's it called?
don't
What's
have
the
to do
console? I'm thinking of?
Used to be free.
64? Does
Yeah.
that date me? Does that make me older? I played the
Yeah, you get a little more props in my head.
Oh, yeah.
The
I'll give it to you.
Genesis, the GameCube, PS1. I played all of those. Great
Wow.
consoles.
All right. You've been gaming for a long time, dude. Hats off. Physically hats off to you.
I'm not gonna take my hat off.
I'm not either because my headphones are over it. So I'm like fake.
I'm not gonna either.
Right now to the
Haven't seen a
camera.
barber in days with this quarantine situation. So
Yeah.
Seriously, I had to cut
It's
myself.
funny. I haven't shaved either, even though I'm completely capable of doing that here. Still haven't done that.
I don't know if
I'm
I've
just
seen
leaning
you
in.
with facial hair, Trevor. That sounds weird.
No, it's still not very noticeable. I got lots of pics.
I feel like you with facial hair. Hey, Garrett,
Okay.
Craig. I feel like we just got a recorder back. I feel like you with facial hair sounds very much like 500 meters from a school type of thing. You know what I mean?
It
Is
is
that-
a little darker in the mustache area. I know what you mean, and
I've
Feels
been
very
trying to grow a
restraining.
beard for 22 years and still haven't. Fun fact. I can't grow a beard. I can't grow facial hair still. I'm 22 years old.
I'm 30, and we just established I can't either.
No,
But Paul's got a lusciously perfect beard.
Oh, I wish, Paul.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah, I did chin
One day-
patch in 8th grade. Of course, true story.
A chin patch in 8th grade.
I had a chin patch in 8th grade.
What'd your friends think of that?
They're like, "Wow, you can buy us beer," and I was like, "We're in 8th grade."
Paul, were you that kid that like you were 12 but you were 5'9" and you were just taller than everybody?
Oh yeah, no, I was bigger than
And
everyone.
stopped.
I was like jacked because my dad was like, if you want to get a girlfriend, you got to get huge. And I was like, all right, Dad. And so I just started lifting. I would like watch Nick at Night and then just like curl weights. So I was just like ripped with facial hair. This is a true story. This is a very side thing. True story.
Hey.
When I was younger, when I was going to purchase beverages for my friends of the alcoholic type, which I'm not recommending or condoning anyone do. It's a bad idea, but they convinced me because I was very impressionable. And they're like, just go into that Hess gas station and get us some beer. And I was like, all right, cool. I got this. And I went in, I got some Keystone lights like you do.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some Keystones. And I went to the counter and the guy's like, hey man, what's going on? And I was like, nothing much, bro. Just Friday night. just trying to chop it up with him, make him feel comfortable.
Chop it up.
Chop it up. And he's like, well, bro, no big deal. Have a good night. Just let me know what your birthday is. I'll type it in the computer. I was like, yeah, no problem. 02690. And he was like,
You told him your actual birthday.
I said,
God.
Trevor, I said 02690.
Oh, 02690.
I have no birth month. And I was underage.
02690.
Yes. And
That's
he was like,
what came out of your mouth.
he was like, checks out, typed it in. I walked away.
What?
Yeah.
What?
He
Wonder
just
what that
let me
guy's
take
doing.
it.
That is
Now.
so illegal.
That guy's still working in that Hess gas station.
I gave the wrong date and no month. He was like, checks out.
Checks out.
Checks out, dude. You have a good night.
That's good. Sorry. I took us way off topic.
No, that was a great
I
story.
enjoyed it.
Thank you. Trevor, bring us home, dude.
All right, I'll bring you home.
Bring me home.
So, you live now you're part of 100 Thieves, with the mob.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We got
sir.
Yeah.
Just so anyone who doesn't know, I don't know how you would not know if you've been maybe under a rock or bottom of the sea, but
Yeah.
Avalanche is a part of a group called the Mob that is part of 100 Thieves.
Yeah.
With Mako, Frosty, and Classify, who is all they're all going to be on the pod too. They don't know that yet, but they're going to be on.
Ooh, I can't wait for
So
those episodes. Let's go.
to be honest,
I can't wait.
I heard you guys all go on Courage and H show, and I was like,
Yep.
got to have those dudes on, except not together because this is a shit show. So, so what I want is, so we're gonna slowly ask you guys all the same questions, slightly different, and see if the answers match up, and see if you guys are hiding something. So
All
just
right. I'm not. I have nothing to hide.
hiding
I'm a straightforward person.
that's why you're first. That's why Frosty's last. All right. So, but yeah, so you're in 100 Thieves. As we know, Nate Schott is obsessed with fast food. I'm sure he's hit you with this question and made you eat more fast food than you've ever eaten in your damn life.
No, here we go.
But what is your favorite? What is your go-to fast food? What is your I'm gonna play let's say if you could leave the house, if that were legal,
You could leave.
yeah.
Where
you were gonna
am
play
I?
Warzone
Am
all
I in
night.
California
What are you gonna do?
or am I in Virginia?
Ooh, let's go Virginia.
I'm in Virginia. That changes.
you're in Virginia.
That changes everything.
All right.
Yeah.
If I'm in Virginia, I'm going to Cookout. I'm going to go to Qdoba, like fast food.
Ooh.
And then Chick-fil-A is probably the three go-tos right there. Cookout is a fantastic burger place. Destroys In-N-Out. Destroys Shake Shack. It's my favorite burger place. I miss it so much.
Whoa.
Qdoba makes the best quesadilla. Oh, man. I love
Quesadillas, dude.
I'm in there. Chicken quesadilla, sour cream. Let's go.
Let's
And
go.
then
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
What did I
Someone
have?
brought it. Someone brought it to me. Someone
Oh,
brought
you
it to
had
me.
a quesadilla? Oh,
Yeah.
I kind of want a quesadilla tonight. I might have to make one. What did I say? The third one? Oh, Chick-fil-A. Obviously, come on. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
okay, come on.
That's about
I don't
80%
even have
of
to
the people.
explain that.
No.
Yeah,
Obviously.
80% of the people on the show.
Oh, yeah. But if it's California, that whole answer changes completely.
Okay. All right. Then
Just-
Kelly, hit us with
There's,
Kelly.
there's no Cookout here, so burger-wise, Shake Shack. And
Okay.
I truly believe that Shake Shack is just nowhere close to In-N-Out. Like, I cannot fathom that people genuinely think In-N-Out is a better burger place than Shake Shack. And that argument's always on the timeline. Yeah, I know you guys have seen, people are always
Yeah.
debating that. Shake
Oh,
Shack's
yeah.
the clear winner. So
All the
Shake
time.
Shack won.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
100%.
They're also $7 when In-N-Outs are like $1.
It's a gourmet burger, dude.
True.
It's a high
Yeah,
quality
that's another
classification.
thing. You can't
It's a-
really compare them. One's
It's a
lot
gourmet
cheaper.
burger. Come on.
California fast food? I don't know. California Pizza Kitchen? Is that fast food?
Technically.
PK?
That's all right.
California pizza.
I would no, that's not fast food.
Yeah. We'll move on. We never said that. That was never said. You're not allowed to say that.
Oh.
It's okay.
What,
I
California
think Sabaro. Like, what do you?
Dude, the first image that pops up is freaking avocados and like freaking
California
rosemary
Pizza Kitchen? What?
on a pizza.
No,
Oh,
the
come
shrimp scampi
on.
pizza. You can't tell me you don't like shrimp. It's incredible. It's divine. You gotta try it.
Yeah, I like shrimp scampi. I like pizza, but I don't want them together.
You actually might want
No,
to
it's
get it.
good. You can't knock it until you try it.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, this is like an abomination. All right. So we've never had a geographical instance where like one place or another that I can imagine or think of. Interesting. Virginia Cookout.
Whole different game in Virginia.
Cookout. I'm trying to think if I could. Is that just Virginia or is it like kind of like
It's
the whole-
southeast. So
Southeast.
Virginia down pretty much. North Carolina, South Carolina, everyone.
Never there anymore.
Yeah.
They only have minor league teams. Dang it.
I went to Virginia for college.
Ooh,
And yeah, but I was in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I've never seen a cookout. I saw a lot of Hardee's. Hardee's was down there a lot.
Hardee's,
no cookout.
Carl Jr.'s or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Cookout is not good. Cookout is it, and it's like you get double fries, burger, drink, $5, $5. It's just a good price as well.
Dude, I'm seeing an image
Late night
of
food. You might be a little drunk one night. Cookout's the place you're going. That's where all these college kids are going. Cookout is elite.
I'm seeing a strawberry shake here, dude. I'm seeing all the. Oh my.
Yes, we have to go together.
Oh my goodness.
We gotta go. We'll take a trip.
How big is the menu?
The menu, it's pretty decently sized.
Okay.
I could talk about.
It depends. Like, because In-N-Outs again, it's like we have 5 things in there.
It's a pretty big menu, actually. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
Because
have so in Seattle we have our the same thing as our In-N-Out. It's called Dick's Drive-In.
Mm-hmm.
You just walk up to the window and you have like 5 the deluxe, and you get it's just they have chopped pickles instead of, it's just slightly different, but it's made the same way.
Chopped pickles.
Oh god, I love chopped pickles. And then they have then you get the shake and the fries, and the fries are just crispy and they're great, but it's our In-N-Out. It's very comparable.
Oh, no, okay.
Like, every place has like that.
All right, you got to take me there. I'll bring you to Cookout. We'll compare.
I'm in.
Oh my god!
I've actually seen a cookout. Oh, I lied. Yes. There's one by the hotel in Durham, North Carolina, but I never went.
You gotta go next time, please. Like for me, it's
that's what that was. And
I think about cookout once a week. I think about it once a week. And I'm being serious. I think about I always sit here. I mean, coronavirus changes a lot, but I always sit here and think that like, damn, I wish I could go get like a good burger right now. And I always wind up getting Shake Shack. It's expensive. I don't want to get In-N-Out, and I just sit there and wish, damn. Yeah. Cookout was here. I'd be a happy man. But
Nate does that to you, doesn't he? You're just like, oh, you love In-N-Out, don't you? And I think it's like, so therefore I have to hate it now because you love it so much, just to offset how much love there is for it.
Matt, he is so passionate about In-N-Out, I can't stand it. The amount
even if you're like, oh, it's pretty good, he's like, what?
Nate Shot will defend In-N-Out to the grave. That man is a ride or die In-N-Out customer. So I gotta respect it, but.
Like he watches you eat it and he's like, he says like that. Is it warm enough? Do you want me to
make sure you really like
to do it again?
He starts immediately making excuses like, did Sandy made that one? Yeah. You really need Dennis to make it. Dennis is the one that makes the really good burgers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 9:30. This is usually dead time. They turn off one of the fryers.
No, actually though. Actually.
Oh my gosh. Dick's Deluxe over here.
I might have to check the menu out. Hold up. Dick's Drive-In.
Dick's Drive-In. Dick's Drive-In again. It's
Dick's Drive-In, not Dick's Deluxe.
Dick's Drive-In menu. Let's see what we got.
It's called Dick's Deluxe.
Well, that's the type of burger. Yeah, it's the same. It's like here's our 3 different burgers, and here's our.
All you need.
Yeah, it's all you need. Everything's like $2, and you just
hamburgers. 10:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Hey.
Yeah. And it's walk up too. So it's like the window's just outside. You just walk up.
Oh yes.
No, that's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Talking about
So that's our
West Coast cookout
version of it, or the northwest, I guess, and then In-N-Out's like everywhere else.
I remember that. I've never been up north. Hit it up, Seattle.
Do it.
I haven't had like a really greasy, gross, like just drive up burger in a while.
Gotta do it. I don't know if
you want one. You feel like that's missing from greasy? I don't like grease on a. How about this? Wait, what about pizza? Like, do you tap your pizza if it's too greasy with like a napkin or something? My roommate does that.
Are you kidding me? Wait, no.
You don't?
Wait, which one does that? Which one does that?
Mako.
Oh, he would.
Okay, everyone but Mako's coming on the show.
Oh no.
Dude, there's a picture of I wish we could show like my browser or something on the YouTube video, but there's a picture of Bill Gates just chilling outside of a Dick's waiting in line like a normal person.
You might see Bill Gates, even though that's like 8 years old, that picture, but it went viral. But
hey, you never know.
Chilling there.
You never know.
It's a staple, bro.
Good for him.
That's the Wallingford one too. That's the one I always go to. I never saw him.
Weird. What are the chances?
You said they're only in Seattle, or is it in California?
It's literally only Seattle, like only even like within city limits of Seattle. Like it's not even. in my hometown. It's a couple hours south. They don't have them. We have Burgerville, which is
Burgerville.
It's knockoff Shake Shack. It's more gourmet, a little more spec. They have good milkshakes, but I mean,
I'm being told
it's good.
Ooh, a good milkshake. Now that'll take me to a restaurant by itself.
Yeah.
Incredible.
What do you mean?
That picture of Bill Gates, I've seen that before.
Yeah.
That's it. He's outside of a Dick's.
Yeah.
He's just hanging out, man.
Oh, that was the store he was outside of. Oh.
Go grab a bag of dicks. That's what we would say.
Oh, that's what you've said that to me before.
I'm hungry. Let's get a bag of dicks.
Let's get a bag of dicks. It makes sense.
Yeah.
You said that before.
Okay, it's all coming together. All right. Well, Ava.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
Brandon.
Blanche.
Mr.
Blanche.
Blanchard.
I love it because it makes me think of Blanche, and Blanche is one of my favorite old lady names. So
Blanche Dubois from what's the book? Fuck. What? My English teacher would have been proud if I remembered. That's a famous book. What's it called?
I think it's an old lady in it too.
Blanche Dubois. No,
I'm sorry.
We got another guy who looks up stuff just as fast as you do, Paul.
I look up stuff so fast.
I love looking stuff. If I don't know, I have to immediately.
Good habit.
Come on, dude.
I just give up. I don't know.
Information at our fingertips.
I don't know. It could be anything. Whatever. Let's move on.
I feel like I'm waiting for Lance here to look up the book he was supposed to remember.
No, I couldn't find it.
We don't know.
Blanche Dubois.
That's all right. We're way behind. All right, Lance. So what else did you do before you started content creation? Like before you got into this whole thing with even the mob and obviously 100 Thieves. Did you have any like jobs that you did before or anything that you were doing beforehand before you got into the mob and then eventually 100 Thieves?
So how much before are we talking? Like immediate before the first like 5 years prior?
So let's start with this. You're waking up out of a nap. You're 6 months old. Take us from there.
6 months old.
You're 6 months old. You wake up from a nap. What are you doing?
All right, wake up from a nap. 6 months old. I'm in Richmond, Virginia. I'm going to school, living my life.
Incredible. 6 months.
Very standard student going through school, middle school. Well, actually, that is not standard. I went to a private school, which I kind of. I'm happy I did, but I also wish I didn't. I wish I didn't.
What's up? Love that.
No, they made us call it lower, middle, and upper school. Think about how weird that is. I can't do that. So I went through elementary, middle, and high school.
Okay.
All normal. And then I went to Virginia Tech to run track. And that was what consumed my life.
Snap.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Running in circles. I ran in circles at the college level.
It's incredible. Did you get like a scholarship for that? Or was it like.
I was on scholarship. Not a full scholarship. I was not that good.
No, that's still
good enough. My parents are happy, and it was a good time.
They were anyway. Now they're a little distant.
I would what's it called? All I do is stream from my college dorm. Really, we just like mess around back then, me and the other guys, until we actually like formed the group. And
how did you meet those guys?
Yeah, how do you meet those guys?
Twitter. We were literally just all on Twitter, gaming, all in the same community. Actually, fun fact: Tim's chat is how I met Mako. That's how I met Mako.
I knew about Mako too. Like, I knew it for like 5 or 6 years ago. Mako and I were like very like diehard Tim viewers, always there. So I'd always see Mako. I'd talk to him, be like, "Hey, you want to play some games sometime?" Followed each other on Twitter, start talking over Discord. Just like casual, nothing. We didn't see this happening 7 years later. Just an online friend. So the other two were just like that, except a few years later, Mako was the first one. And then we were like, hey, like we all like streaming. Frosty actually got us to all start streaming. He's essentially the one who started the group.
How'd you meet Frosty?
Frosty was oh man, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that.
No, so you and Mako had an open relationship, and then Frosty comes in. Man. How does that?
You walked into an orgy, and Frosty was there, and you're like, that guy.
No, Frosty popped up into the community, and he was just like a super funny ass kid, and he was like the only one streaming at the time too. Like everyone on our quote unquote like Twitter community, Twitter group of friends, none of us would stream. We'd all just like raid channels, bother people. We were like those toxic little like idiot kids all over Twitter. And then Frosty starts streaming, and we all see like, oh, like there's actually a whole community here. Like people are watching. He's got 100 some viewers, and what's it called? We were like, or Frosty said, you guys would thoroughly enjoy it. You guys have your own followings on Twitter. And at this point, like Classy, Mako, and I were always just tweeting jokes, tweeting memes, and started growing a little bit of a following there. Frosty told us to start streaming in college. And then a few months later, Nadeshot contacted us because he saw us working together as a group. We'd been longtime fans of him as well. Like he's the reason actually I made my Twitter was Nadeshot. I found his YouTube channel, started watching his Twitch streams, and I was like, let me make a Twitter to follow this guy. And he was the first person I followed on Twitter. That's
no way.
No, actually, Hex was the first person I followed on Twitter.
Oh, sure.
Then Nadeshot.
Then Nadeshot, of course.
Yeah.
Wait. I need to. Okay, so how long officially? Like, how long has the mob been a thing?
The
like,
mob?
How would you say? How long would you say?
2 years, a year and a
2
half.
years?
Not that long. No,
yeah. So like when I hopped on, I was like, yo.
2 years.
When I was like followed the mob and whatever, like you guys had been a thing for like maybe a month.
Yeah, we're
okay,
very
shit.
new.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Like I feel like I came across.
No, we were all
in your logo on Twitter, and I was like, "How long has this been a thing?" Like, what?
It must have been not very long.
No, we were always like friends, but we didn't call ourselves by like a group name until I don't know. I'm trying to think of the year actually. These years, we had the Mobcast in 2018, so it was that summer. It was the summer of 2018.
Wow. Okay, so very recent.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. And then the fall of the 2018 is when
fall of 2018. I did a face reveal.
You did a face reveal. Paul and I did the roast to Tim the Tap Man, and it's all history now.
Right.
That's when right now we have a podcast, and you're on it.
Now we have a podcast.
No, that was hilarious. Y'all did
incredible.
Yeah, I'll never forget that either.
Y'all are mean to y'all late into
we did, and we practiced together.
Laying into this, man, okay. I was mind blown.
Oh my gosh, Lupo wasn't even there to get roasted.
No,
100% cheated.
We're gonna redo that again some point. Like we're gonna just do it on our own and get a venue. I mean, after this whole thing,
the roast of Tim.
Yeah, or the roast of one or somebody and get like 8 people to do it instead of 4.
Yes, we absolutely have to do it again.
But Paul, you remember that? So that was TwitchCon of 2018. Everyone stayed. So like Tim hadn't seen Nick Merckx yet. And he wanted to see him, and they were going to go hang out together on that Sunday night. And Paul and I are like, nah, we're flying home.
Yeah, I remember that.
None of you guys are going to be streaming.
Oh man!
Next day, like I looked at Paul, and Paul had like 8,500 unhosted, and I had like 9 or 80. We were combined for almost 20K. No one had hosted us, and we were like, "What is happening?"
No one on Twitch was on. No one.
That is
not anybody.
That's like 3,000 IQ right there.
That's when it happened, dude. That's when it happened. That's when I was like, I'm 60 hours awake.
That was amazing. That was the day. And then they're all like, well, this is stupid. And they all left. Anyway,
so now we're here.
Tough.
And here we are.
And here we are trying to stay alive. So so I have a question. So you met Mako first.
Yeah. Oh, no. I met them all at the same time for the first time.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
I'll run back the story. So track
meeting.
Yeah. For the face reveal, that was the fall of 2018. I was still I was on the track team, and NCAA rules, you know this, like very shady. Can't show my face, can't promote G Fuel like that, can't promote this, that. I can't use my face to promote all this stuff that like we're sponsored by all that. So I was hiding my face from everyone. People thought like, is he like super ugly or something? Like this dude's a weirdo. He doesn't want to show his face to anyone. I had been just like incognito for 5 years. So that's kind of weird if you think about it. Like,
that's weird.
What's this kid like? He's been deep in this community. He's never shown anyone his face. So eventually, the story. I got kicked off the track team.
You kicked off the track team?
I got kicked off the track team. Yeah, and now here we are.
Dude, listen to me.
Getting kicked off the track team is the best thing that's ever happened in my entire life. Actually, that is real news.
Were you smoking that ganj, dude?
No, I was not. It was quite the opposite. Actually, we were drinking, and I fought my roommate. Yeah.
Oh,
I never fight. Actually, I'm a pacifist too. I've never been in a fight. I was never like a problem kid ever. But me and my roommate fought. He gave me a concussion. My coach was like, "Hey." So yeah, everyone on my chat always clowns me. They say you got your ass kicked by your roommate. Yeah, let it out. Go ahead, let it out. You want to say it? Got a concussion. Tell my coach. He kicks me off the team. So yeah.
You told your coach?
No, I didn't tell him that. I 100% didn't tell him that. I was just like, I have a concussion. I told him something like I fell or I don't know. Still kicked me off though. And I was like, so that was honestly like when he told me I got kicked off, I'd been working all high school, all elementary school to get a college track and field scholarship. Like this is what my whole life's been revolving around is to get to this point. And I was like crushed when my coach told me that. And then the next day, 24 hours later, I was like, wait a minute. Like, now I don't have any of this like BS, like NCAA BS, like holding me back. Like I can fully jump into like the mob stuff with the boys. Like, let's try to turn this into something. Next day, boom, told the guys, let's do a face reveal. I'm off the team. No more rules. We set up the face reveal podcast, which was in Atlanta. We were on SOAR at the time. Turn on the stream and there's 18,000 people watching, and that was the most horrified I've ever been in my life. That was the biggest stream we've ever had. It was one of those moments too. We were just like, what is happening? Like there's 18,000 people in here. This is ridiculous. And
dang, that's nuts. I'll to see your
Awesome.
face.
Hey, oh wait, you can't see me right now. I'm recording.
Hey,
I'm recording for the. I just waved to myself in my room.
hey, that's whatever you people
Cut
say.
that out of the podcast.
They'll see it Friday at 1:00 when the YouTube video launches.
Friday at 1:00.
So you did a face reveal, but did you have like a raspberry or like a black eye or?
Oh no.
Like
Okay,
that?
so it's not what you think. It wasn't like a fist fight, like clean, like punches and stuff. It was like we're drunk, stumbling around. He grabbed me, and we have this table in our living room. Like he grabbed me by both of my shoulders. We go through the table, but I'm the person on the bottom. So my head goes back and hits the ground. He's on top of me, and then that's when we were like we're just go like, let me go back to my room. Like I hate you, whatever. That's like one of my best friends too. Like we're still really close. We like laugh about that all the time, but. That was one of my best friends. Yeah.
Incredible.
Hey, best friends got to go through some stuff sometimes. Brings you closer, though. Brings you closer.
Yeah, bro. I mean, if anything, he's kind of the reason that you're doing this now. No, just saying.
He reminds me. He's like, hey, man.
Just saying, dude. Dylan's the reason. Dylan's the reason. It's named Dylan.
No,
it was Dylan.
Guess again. One more guess. It's a pretty standard name.
Patrick.
Nope.
Matt.
Starts with a T. I'll give you 3 guesses.
Travis.
Nope. 1.
Tucker.
No. I feel like they're more standard T names, like even more basic.
Tim.
That was close, but it was wrong.
Tom.
Tanner.
Tom.
Tom. Oh, is this a T name?
I feel like Tom's the first T name like you need to guess. That's
it's Tomothy.
Tom, Tim, Tyler.
I was getting way too into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that boy Tom.
Oh yeah.
Throw your friends your
big
tables.
ups, Tom. Big ups, Tom. Shout out, Tom.
I'm 100 Thieves.
Thank you for
Shout
giving
out,
me a
Tom.
concussion.
Love it.
And then, so you got kicked off. You went full time, and then,
I got
How long ago was that? Like how long ago were you running track? Then that was like.
So this right now, if none of that had happened, say that fight never happened, I would currently be running winter track on my senior year of college. This would be my senior year.
Okay.
Class of 2020 when all this coronavirus stuff's happening. So I feel bad for.
So did you left the team and then you just like left college?
Left the team. No, I finished out my junior year of school. Like just wasn't an athlete second semester, which was the most fun semester of the entirety of college. I would like to say.
Sure. Of course.
And then I left. Well, it was during second semester when Nate Shot came to us like seriously about we're looking to pick you guys up. Like no joke. We went to like it was at Fort Worth, I think. It was in the bar. He brought us aside and said, like, look, we're seriously looking at you guys. We want you guys to be a part of 100 Thieves. We started talking to Jackson, and that was towards the end of my senior year or junior year of college. And I had to make the decision that summer because like I'm an off-campus student. I have to figure out housing for the next year. So I had to make the decision quickly and like early. And so, after my junior year, I just said, nope, not coming back. School's always there. This opportunity isn't. So I don't regret it as well.
Dang.
I've had a lot of fun.
Hey, Trevor.
What's
we
up?
found one.
We did.
We're both have college degrees.
Let's go.
I only got one
Let's go. I went through 3 years of a 4-year program to drop out of college. Let that
Hell
sink
yeah.
in.
Yeah, you did.
I went through 3 years of BS. Just
what was
to
your
drop
major?
out. Accounting. Don't get me started.
Yeah, exactly.
on
Like
business,
you weren't going to
accounting.
do that.
I was scraping by 2. I'm not even good at it. I got like a C+ in like financial accounting, like a B.
I'm not even good at it.
Accounting is literally just keeping track of stuff. Like, come on.
You.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. You think it's that easy? Accounting and man.
See, I totally know. I totally went to college. Totally went to college. And all of my work experiences throwing baseballs. So
no, I will be finishing school though at some point. While my credits are still valid,
Yeah.
I only have my credits will only be valid for like what 4 or 5 years.
It's literally, I think it's 5 years. Yeah.
Before they're like, all right, that course is irrelevant. It's a new thing now. You have to retake the whole class. So I got to get on that while they're still.
So that's cool. So
online,
I didn't
bro.
realize that there was a time a limit. So that's lit. Okay, no, that's cool.
Yeah, yours is over. You're not gonna. It's never gonna happen. So we know that. Okay, that's the mob. To be honest, I thought it was around a lot longer than it has been. So it's been pretty meteoric rise. To be honest, that's awesome.
Yeah,
and you guys all play different games, so that's a big thing. It's built around the gaming community. You guys were, like you said, you were in other chats and you guys were hanging out, and and a lot of people know about your guys' Twitter presence, and it's almost like you guys have a group DM, but it's just live on Twitter.
right, exactly.
That is really what it is. Like you're sharing the memes with each other, and then everyone else.
We are ride or dies for Twitter. There's no app that comes remotely close to Twitter. I love that app with all my heart.
You guys got your fingers on the pulse, that's for sure. But currently, right now, and you said we talked about it right at the beginning. But currently, right now, you're playing Warzone a lot, and you guys are doing the tournaments and stuff. But so if they're different, you can tell me the different games. But if they're the same, that's fine. What's your favorite game to play at the moment? And then what's a game that you really enjoy doing just for the stream? That's more fun to make the content around.
Easily Warzone right now at the moment. I'm not even good. I'm terrible. But like learning, I know like what's the first game you guys played keyboard and mouse on, or like when's the first time you used a PC for a game like that? This is my like first genuine experience on a PC game, which is what's making it like more enjoyable for me, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's kind of frustrating, but hey, I'm learning. Learning's kind of fun. Well, it sounded really nerdy. I kind of wish I didn't say that, but
hey,
you're a boomer.
Hey, let's go. There it is.
You're cool now, bro. And guess what? You're stuck in your house, so you got to practice and
quarantining. Yep. And then you said a fun game just for stream.
You got a content game you really enjoy?
I mean, that's like an online game. Okay, I'll throw out one. Top of the spots is actually no, I'm not going to say that. Skate 3.
Skate 3.
Skate 3 for me because I really like skateboard. I like to mess around on that, but like, if we're gonna probably just FIFA just to like mess around on. Like we've had mob tournaments where Mako and I will like sit in the back and commentate, and like Classy and Frosty will be up there playing against each other, and we act like we're the commentators in the back.
Gotcha.
FIFA is a game we love to just mess around with. But they shut it down. Oh man, they shut down the other game that I was going to say. Down? It was this game called Top of the Spots. It was a very basic game. It's really dumb. You're gonna
Top of the what?
Like, top of the Spots. So like you've definitely played other games like this where they pull up two songs like Congratulations, Post Malone, and like Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and they tell you which one has more plays on Spotify, and you have to guess. And like the chat gets really into it. And the fun thing about it is like they're just throwing so many good songs at you while you're playing the game that you can just play those songs, and the energy's high. It's really fun. And but they took that game down. But there are many games out like that. That's a dumb game. I guess GTA is like more of a formal game that we'd mess around on, like driving around.
Oh yeah,
formal's a good word for it. Like people play geolocator too, where you're just guessing where you are in the world. Yeah,
like online, like Canvas Riders, stuff like that, like mini clip games. Those are different.
Takes us back to the old, and this is going to be a big throwback, E-Bombs world, and playing all those little.
I wish. I'm waiting for you to say something throwback that I know. I want to be a part of.
E-Bombs world was.
He wants
I don't know what that is.
Were those called browser games? That's what they were called. That's what we
about
did.
Miniclip? Did you play Miniclip at any point?
Nope.
I guess that was what I played then. Yeah.
See, we have an 8-year gap, right? There's an 8-year gap between when I'm 22 and you are currently 22. So this is 8 years where stuff happened where neither one of us know it, right? And and so we're like 2 generations apart. Anyway, that's fine. We're vibing.
2 generations.
I can connect with the youngins.
2 generations apart, Trevor.
Every 4 years, new generation.
That's not really how that
here
works.
Come the Zoomers.
Oh no.
The quarantines. Did you see that? That's what they're going to start calling the next generation.
Oh my God.
There's going to be a boom, dude. Quarantines. Yeah. Saw that.
I thought they were eating Tide Pods before. What are they going to do when they're stuck in their house for weeks?
That's not my generation, surely. Nope. Not me. Not here.
Not you. It was only cool for like a couple months, so it was never cool. Actually, let me rephrase. It was never cool.
I mean,
people were doing it for a couple.
Tide Pods.
If you were cool, it was pretty cool to eat Tide Pods. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. If you're into Tide Pods,
you're pretty cool. You got those organic ones without the dye. Ooh.
saving the earth, being cool. I digress. We usually ask too, like what your favorite social media platform is, and kind of get to know that. I think that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
I'm gonna skip that one. But so you were kind of, I mean, when did you join Twitter? Do you remember when it was? Like what year?
Yes, April 2013.
Wow. Okay. 2013.
Remember the month and year. Hex. I was watching Optic Gaming streams back on Twitch, like when they were streaming from the Optic Gaming channel, and that's when I made the Twitter.
Okay, so that makes sense. So you're making a Twitter account. You're kind of, I mean, Twitter came out in 2008, roughly, right? Take a couple years to catch on. Yeah. But you're kind of like ground floor ish for Twitter.
Yeah.
So what's one tip you would give to someone that's trying to grow their own brand on Twitter? Like how do you best take advantage of it? And what's something you would say to that person that's trying to grow brand?
I feel like some people, I feel like some people are like scared to like interact with other people just because of like what they'll think of them or something on Twitter. Like, oh, I won't tweet these like big streamers or something because like people are going to look at me this way, or like,
okay,
I don't know. Like I talk to everyone, like big streamers, little streamers. I just love to like interact with people. I try to interact and like as many tweets as possible. I usually, I mean, I just always have the app open. Essentially, just use the app as much as you can, but just also like proactively use it. Don't just sit there, lurk, like, reply.
Don't just react.
I don't know. Yeah. Like try to dive into the stuff you're interested in, like follow the accounts you like, start sinking deeper and deeper into these communities. That was the past 7 years. That's all I've been doing. And yeah. It's been fun.
Interact. I mean,
interact. It's plain and simple. Interact. Don't just like tweets and retweet. You gotta be out there.
And your tweets as well. Are you like when you sit down and think, I'm going to make a tweet? How do you decide what's tweet worthy?
Okay, so
that's a good one.
We were the ones who were always posting like the memes and stuff. If a tweet's going to be tweet worthy for me, like if I'm aiming it to be a funny tweet, I'm probably going to show the other 3 guys at this point, have them confirm if it's good or not, and then I lob it up. But like, honestly, tweet whatever comes to your head. The first thing comes to your head and throw it on Twitter. That's what I used to do. 2013 through 2016, I'd just come into my head. If I thought it was like a kind of funny, I would lob it up. You just keep shooting. Some tweets will miss, but the ones that hit are what brings in the crowd.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, some people, I know there are a handful of accounts that just sit there and retweet giveaways and will never tweet anything.
Yeah.
Don't interact with any streamers. And I don't know. I feel like to discover these like smaller people, they're in the replies of the bigger accounts and stuff. I don't know. Funny tweets. Twitter's meant for humor.
Being a part of the community is really important. Like, to be honest, that's kind of how I saw that as an opportunity. I had a little bit of a door open with the professional sports thing, but like I play baseball and I wasn't that big of a known, like, you know, a lot of people aren't huge, at least in Twitch. There's not a huge like baseball Twitch overlap. It's definitely basketball and football dominated, right? 100%. And so, but I did have a little bit of a leg up there, and I was just around all the time. So that's how I knew about Mako, because I saw Mako in the chat all the time. When
that's a big thing.
Exactly. So I knew about him at the very beginning. When I first started watching Tim, it was right at the end of CS:GO, and he'd play with mods, and Mako come in and play the songs over his, you know what I mean? So I knew him, and that's because he was part of the community. And then I got to know Dixon, and I got like Bronx, all the guys in Tim's chat, and then Whips, obviously, just by being around and so like Twitter's the same thing. So so just
that goes hand in hand. Yeah, you have to be actively in these Twitch communities as well. Like Mako, I would have never found if I wasn't in Tim's stream every week, every other day. These are the kids that you find in these Twitch chats that bring you over to Twitter and say like, "Oh, what's your Twitter?" New friends here, new friends there, and that's how it starts.
And you participate in conversations, and it's funny, and like you said, most stuff flops, but some stuff hits. And
you just gotta be active. You just gotta put yourself out there. You just gotta yourself.
You just gotta do it. Try stuff.
I got to admit as well, as far as like you guys, you know, becoming the mob and like seeing your names pop up and stuff, and I was like realizing, because I think like officially met a month or two ago when I was in LA, and
we briefly met. Yep.
Yeah, briefly met. And it like fully clicked when you came up to me and you were like, ActionJaxon, everybody knows ActionJaxon. And first of all, I was like, obviously, duh. But then I was like, all right, dope. We dabbed it up. And
I was hyped to see you.
Dude.
I was excited.
You came down and I was like, oh, lit. All right. And then what did Tim say? He was like,
Tim was there. This was Matt's house, right? I think.
Yeah. Like, yeah, exactly. And we had walked away and Tim was like, that's Ava, right? And I was like, yeah, of course. He was like, oh yeah. And he was like, man, so crazy that he's like, like here now, like with 100 Thieves. And I was like, wait a second. And it was like my brain got sucked back through time. And I was like,
like a Jimmy Neutron.
Holy shit. I was like, that's Avalanche from your chat. And I like lost my mind. I was like, I did not realize that you were the same person.
Yeah.
From Tim's chat, as well as Mako as well.
I always hid my face. No one ever knew until very, very recently.
It just blew my mind. I did not put it together because I knew who you were before I even got to LA. And I saw your Instagram. I saw the whole get you verified. But it just like it all clicked, and I was like, "Holy frick! These are the kids that used to meme in Tim's chat."
Yep, that's.
And now they're on 100 Thieves. And I was
Tim, oh man, Tim said he'd never mod me 7 days ago in his stream ever, and he's stuck by. I've been sub to him for 75 months. Whenever I go into his channel, I'm the longest sub in the chat. I'm still not modded. He is sticking by his word. I'm a VIP though. We'll take that. Shout out, Wiz.
Insane.
I'm modded, and I've never done anything. Actually, no, I banned one guy once.
I just want the cool sword,
Of course.
I just want to feel important.
Yeah, it makes you feel important. Yeah, the VIP is dope, but it's just not the same.
It's not the same. I can't get someone out of here if they're being disrespectful.
You don't have real power. Yeah, you don't have real power. It's not real.
You have a little bit of clout, but
a little bit of clout. Yeah,
that blew my mind. I was like, oh my goodness, it's Ava from his chat. Because for the longest time too, I thought that whenever he would talk to you, like I would hear him talk to you or whatever.
Yeah,
he was like, Ava, and I was like, oh, well, Avalanche is a girl.
Oh no! That's happened before to me. For a long
girl.
People literally say they call me Ava. So when they say that, they're like, "Is this dude?" Oh man! Oh man!
Somebody said it. I was like, "Holy frick! Ava's a man."
I am definitely not a girl. Last time I checked, I'm 100% not a girl.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is. All right, it's an old movie. Sorry.
Back in Raid Call with Tim. Raid Call.
Oh my gosh.
Now it's Discord. That we used to just be we were menacing in the Raid Call. We just spam the chat, just bother people in Tim's raid. You always have to come in there and tell us to shut up.
You and Mako.
Yeah, me and Mako. And Tim would set us straight and ace thug back in the day. But here we are.
Wow.
Dude, crazy.
Wild.
It's so cool. It's so cool to see that though.
That's like my second story today on the podcast.
Two stories.
Yeah, Trevor. What would you say you bring to the podcast?
Okay, phenomenal voice, and I'm unemployed. Leave me alone. How about that?
You can't keep going back to that.
How about I don't have a job now, Paul? How about I don't have a job now, Paul, and I need this? How about that?
And I need this.
And I was about to say I read the ad, but it literally says skip, and I'm not even going to read it.
All right, just skip it, Trev.
All right, well, it is ad time, so we can do that. And it's ad time. This episode of the May Contain Action podcast is presented by PrintLoyal.com. They've curated awesome game and pop culture inspired art by talented artists from around the world. Printed on fine art quality paper in a variety of sizes, PrintLoyal has exactly what you need to make your space yours. Visit PrintLoyal.com today and let us know what you think with the hashtag WePrintLoyal. All right, we put it in post.
Is that whoa! Ambulance in the background?
Oh, that's Los Angeles in full effect right now.
Someone's in trouble.
Let me turn
close a window.
Here, I'm gonna turn on. I'm gonna turn on push to talk.
It's important for people to know that we're just people in our normal places, dude. And there's sometimes ambulances outside. You know what I mean?
Push to talk. Save the day.
There's emergencies, guys. We're just like you. All right, we're just like you.
I love that. So you want me to handle this one, Trev?
I'll do the first part and you do the second part. How's that?
All right, perfect. Love that.
Cool. So before we get into the to the kind of the guest specific, we do a question specifically for you. But before we do that, I want to touch on the coronavirus stuff because I think it's just important to hit on it and say you stay in your house. And I think everyone gets that at this point, but seriously, stay in your house. But if you want to continue to support local businesses and all the restaurants and things that are getting closed up and having to reduce the number of people that are working there and all that kind of stuff, I just want to give a couple ideas for people to kind of, you can make a difference in it, and it does help. And it's something that I'm going to try to do more too, because we just don't know when this is going to be over and things are going to get back to normal. So a couple tips, order in. I know that Uber Eats and at least here, Postmates and Uber Eats are both free delivery at the moment because they don't want you in the restaurants at all. So there's a lot of people out there that are like hopping on those things and becoming delivery people and to make some extra money so you can help them out as well as help out the local restaurants. And a thing I thought about doing is just kind of shouting out when you order something that's near you, something that you like, a restaurant, like this place is good, you should try it, and maybe give them a little bit of love. You can support a stream because, as we know, there's just billions of people streaming. So at the moment, so you pop into a small stream, guys are people are getting laid off, not laid off, but said to go home and they don't really have anything else going on or whatever. Or even just the people that you already the streams you're always in. If there was ever a time to become a sub, or if you can spare $5, that is, or donate or just be in the chat all the time, if you're going to be around, it's a great time to support them. And I would also so you don't go crazy. I said this on stream the other day, and I thought it was important to repeat. I thought it would be good to do here. Use this time that you have when you can't do what you normally do, that usually takes all your time, to do something that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise, and that you enjoy. I got Tommy John surgery on my elbow. That's when I built my stream. If you want to stream, if you want to create content, if you want to, whatever it is, if you want to learn to paint, if you want to learn to play an instrument, if you want to learn to whatever, now is the time. Now is the time. Build a shelf. You got boxes sitting in the corner that need unpacked, and pack them. Crush it, and just make that what you do. Those are the things I just wanted to touch on. I thought it would be a good time to do it in the podcast, and just why it's in front of everyone's mind when we're in here. What is it? Day 5 of most people's quarantines are just social distancing. Just take advantage of it. Silver linings. There's silver linings all the time.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Love that. Thanks, Trev. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You're very important. But yeah, seriously, stay inside. Okay.
But yeah, don't go anywhere.
Please don't go to big gatherings. Okay. So Lanch.
Yes,
baby.
sir. Lanch. I like
Lanch. I just really love that name.
Lanch.
Considering calling my son Lanch. Lanch. What's I guess you could say, what's the coolest interaction that you've had on socials, or in person, right? Because you've revealed your face at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like meeting someone, getting a follow. What was a really cool moment that you've had, usually through social media or even through this whole experience? Like you kind of had, like Trevor said, a very meteoric rise. Can you think of something that was super cool, super fun that you got to do in even the past 2 years, I guess, since 2018?
Yeah, there's definitely one big moment that was very unique. So back in 2013, as a joke, keep in mind, this was a joke. 2013, 2014, little 16-year-old me being a little asshole on Twitter, running around calling people names, all this and that. And then I tweeted Fwiz. I said, please, can you please fly me out for my 21st birthday to just to come or I forgot what I said. It was can you fly me out to wherever you are for your 21st birthday or for my 21st birthday? Hang on. He said, for sure. 100%. And this is when I'm 16. So I was ha ha ha. Fwiz is going to fly me out. Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Yeah. Fast forward 5 years. My 21st birthday is coming up. I get a DM from Fwiz 2 months, 1 month prior. He's is this actually happening? It's because people went back and started digging up the old tweet. They're wait a second. Isn't this coming up? And Fwiz, he was I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. We're going to fly you out to Los Angeles. And Matt, this was before 100 Thieves and everything. This was when I was just solely just a fan of esports gaming. I'm just sitting there with my account, streaming for fun. Fwiz, Courage, and then Nadeshot flew me out to just come hang out with them for my birthday. We went to Notch's house, the creator of Minecraft, his expensive
wow.
Beverly Hills mansion at the top of the hills. The tours
I heard
on
about
YouTube.
this.
That is the most ridiculous house I've ever stepped foot into in my entire life. It was insane.
Jeez.
Got to meet Ninja, Tim, all of them, all the guys, Nick Merckx, Matt, J-Cap, Mud Dog. Yeah. And that was for 3 days. A little kid from Richmond, Virginia. I'd never been to the West Coast. They flew me all the way to Los Angeles. It was very, very overwhelming. I actually distinctly remember sitting at the table when we were getting drinks. There was a moment I stood up and I just went to the bathroom because my mind I told Jack too, you can ask Courage. I told him, I was like, I just need to go to the bathroom or something.
I need a minute.
I literally just went to the bathroom and just stood there for like a minute, just like, what is happening right now? I could not it was too much information to go into my head at that time. I couldn't fathom where I was. It was the most surreal thing ever. Because I'm a fan of these guys. I watch all these guys on stream. Any other fan, any other viewer would be freaking out. That was so cool. And then also another one. I have 2 tied.
Oh,
Frosty
tied.
and I.
Okay.
Well, not tied. This one's definitely second. This was pretty cool though. Frosty and I were playing a scary game at the compound, and Mr. Beast just randomly walked in.
So
to the
I was
background.
in that stream.
I was so confused.
I just gifted you guys subs. I remember
you were in the stream.
Yeah, you were like, dude, that's dope. Thank you. And then in the middle of thank you, you turn around and he's there. You're like,
I turn around and it's Mr. Beast just sitting directly behind Frost. And I was like, hey, Chad, it's Mr. Beast. I didn't really know what to say. It was unexpected. I'm on edge. We're playing a scary game and Mr. Beast walks in the room. So that
seriously,
was surreal.
no.
That was
Look at the clip, guys. They literally were just silent.
Yeah. I couldn't formulate words. I'll fan.
Avalanche went silent.
If
and
I'm
then
a fan
Frosty
of
was
someone,
whoa.
If I'm a fan of someone, I'm probably gonna fanboy over. That's just how I am.
Oh, that was so cool. And he was like, wow, I wish my girlfriend was this happy to see me ever.
Oh, I heard about yeah.
And he's just an awesome dude, isn't he?
No, yeah, he was a cool.
Was he
that was
nice
another.
in
That was
person?
brief. That was 5 seconds. Shook his hand.
Oh, okay.
I don't really know what he's like as a person, but he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah,
Got a
he's
great
just-
YouTube channel, that's for sure.
He does.
Sure does. He sure does.
I'm gonna be honest. I watch it.
Hey,
A lot.
A
And I'm
lot.
stealing-
Yes.
Wow.
Stealing some of the ideas. Don't tell him though. I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world.
Yeah.
Who said that?
It hasn't happened yet because of the coronavirus, but it will later.
We should probably stop coughing then.
Yeah, I don't know why we're doing that. That's really awkward. Whatever. We're alone and our just sanitize your mic. It's fine.
Sanitize your mic. Totally fine.
Yeah. Just Lysol.
That's incredible.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know at all about the Fizz thing. I'd never
Fizz,
even heard
yeah.
that.
This
So-
thing is nuts.
Let me see if I can find.
I should
search
just
for
tweet
it.
The Rock and be like, "Hey, bro, 40th birthday, you got me."
No, that goes back to what I was saying about Twitter though. Say I never said as a joke, hey, Fizz, fly me out, ha ha ha. I'd just be tweeting stuff like that left and right, just being here, there. I'd always just try to interact with all the people that I like to follow back in the day, and I guess it paid
awesome.
off in the long run. But
Yeah,
You know what?
It's been
Awesome.
You know what I think we should do, Paul? I need to know yours. Do you have one? Do you have
Like
an
what?
event, someone following you or?
Oh yes, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have oh my god, someone I knows who I am that I didn't think knew who I was, or DM'd you, or you saw at an event, or DJ music, whatever. You got any of those?
Wow. I didn't really prepare for this.
I mean, because I got one. If you want me to do it, what do you think?
Yeah, you do yours.
Yeah. So this this was just a cool, a really, really cool thing that I didn't know about. This was yesterday. This happened yesterday. So you guys know the DJ Jaws, right? J-U-Z.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I know him.
So-
Yeah.
So Jaws ever since his he had that track, I think it was 2016, 2017, just blow up.
Mhm.
And I'm blanking on the name of it, of course, 'cause I'm terrible at remembering that stuff. But I've been a big fan of his music for a long time. Kind of like Dylan Francis I liked since
Dylan
2011.
Francis,
So meeting him, playing with him, Fortnite, playing with him was I was fanboyed. I was silent. I couldn't talk because I was like, oh my God.
Couldn't formulate words.
But I followed him since the moment he made his first track. And anyway, Jaws, same way. So I'm and it was my type of stuff. It's kind of bassy and I love EDM and always have. And
I love
DJ'd.
This is the best thing I've ever heard you say.
So a lot of people know that I'm
gotta talk
Hey
after
Beef the
this.
DJ, right? But so Jaws is Bite This on Twitch. And he produces music and he uses the same program I use to make music when I did when I kind of quit doing it in 2015 when I started getting on Twitch. But so I was I popped in the stream and he was on the front page yesterday, so 12,000 viewers. And I was like, yo, I wish that I had this 5 years ago because I just wanted to wanted to like learn, and he was like, "Yo, I love baseball, so here's the deal: teach me how to play the show, and I'll teach you how to use.
Ooh,
I'll teach you how to use Ableton like better." And I was like, "Bro, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard." And I realized maybe a week ago that he followed me on Twitter. I didn't even know he followed me on Twitter.
That's sick. What?
So I was like,
dope.
He already knows. He's checked in the stream before, and like he loves baseball. And so if you're listening, Joss, that was super cool, and I was super excited about it. And I remember I was like sitting there, I was like, "Babe," and I told my wife all about it like immediately. We were just sitting there on the couch. But that was a super cool, like, yo, I loved music. Yeah. I tried to get into it. Mm-hmm. It didn't really take off. Like it did a little bit. I got some I met some DJs and cool stuff, and then I got into Twitch. And now Twitch is like it's all coming around from video games. Like he loves video games. He also streams on Twitch and does music, and I like all those things too. And now we're connecting. It's just it's crazy how that happened. It was just a cool story. And this isn't going to be my. I actually no, I did this 2 episodes ago. I said Bite This was my recommendation for my the Twitch stream, the DJ. That's him. Bite This on Twitch. So it's not gonna be this week. I got different people for this week, but yeah, of course. It was dope. You got one, Paul? Was that one?
Frick. I can think of a couple moments. So I don't know. I think I have to really sit down and think about it for a while, without you rambling on, to really kind of hone in on the one that means the most to me. But a couple came to mind that I can think of, some really cool moments. One was a pretty dope moment where we did the roast, and after that, and I'm of course, well, anyway, we did the roast, and people coming up to us like all the time, whatever. After that roast, well, we were all of a sudden like big deals or whatever, and I remember talking to a former Philadelphia Eagle, and he was like, "Hey, I'm a huge Eagles fan," and he was like, "Hey, man, you ever want to? I'll get you to an Eagles game. We can go to the box. I'll even give you a tour of the stadium. We can he was like, we can go up to the sniper's nests on the top of the stadium and like to get a whole tour of the stadium and then go for a game." And I was like, okay.
That was Hank, right?
Yeah, that was Hank Basket.
Yeah,
I never took him up on it because I was too nervous.
What?
I was too nervous. I was like, I don't want to be that guy that like calls it in like, "Hey, Hank, remember that one time?" And I never did.
I'm trying to see the snipers nest.
I'm trying to see, like, I've never been to Lincoln Financial Stadium, so like that would be really big. And I don't know. I got too nervous. My wife is like, you just should have asked him. And I'm like, now it's been too long. Now it's be weird. But anyway, that was like a really surreal moment for someone to like invite me to that.
That's ridiculous.
So that was really cool. And then also another moment that was just kind of surreal. I remember literally I could third person see myself. And that doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but it was kind of a big deal to me. Right after the roast and all that stuff happened, I get a sponsored stream. And it was for Miller Lite. And I was like, oh, that's so freaking cool. Like an actual brand, not like an actual brand, but like a home name brand wants to sponsor me. And I remember they sent me a mini fridge. They sent me like a ton of beer. They sent me a bunch of posters, like just all this swag. I remember holding it and being like, "Honey, Miller Lite is sponsoring me right now."
That's sick.
Like I was like, a beer company is sponsoring me. And I like kind of like had this weird, it was like this moment where I was like, holy frick, like this is real.
We made it.
Mom, camera.
We did it.
Ma, we made it. Yeah. And then I went to my normal job the next day. But anyway, it was super cool.
Let's go.
So yeah, those are two moments I can think of in particular that were really cool for me. In particular.
You also met Terry Crews too. I thought you were going to go there.
Wait,
but
what?
Dude, I know.
Hey,
it's so
many.
many.
Skim by that. That's a legend.
Bro.
Everybody Hates Chris is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Oh my gosh. I met Terry Crews. I felt his abs unintentionally. They're rock solid, by the way. Rock hard. Yeah. We missed a handshake. We like went in for a dab, and I thought it was a dab, and he thought it was a handshake, and we missed. And then my hand got pressed up against his stomach, and I was like, "Nice." And then it doesn't matter. Anyway, I met Terry Crews. He's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, I'm super jealous of that to this day.
Terry Crews, he's like a giant too. He doesn't like seem like he's that big. Mm-hmm. But you see him in person, and it's like,
how tall is he?
a horse. He's like, I don't know, he's like 6'3", maybe.
Yeah, he's like 6'3", 6'4".
6'3", 6'4", and he's just
60.
ripped out of his mind.
Yeah, he's just a monster.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, there's so many cool it's been kind of a whirlwind, honestly, the past 2 years, as I'm sure Lance here can
I cannot. Yeah, it's been a blur. It's been fun though. It's
been a lot.
Fun.
Wow, what a great. That's nuts. That's nuts. Yeah, T-Pay also followed me on Twitter. When that
T-Pay
happened,
followed you?
I almost threw up. I was like, "What? I'm in love with a stripper." That guy.
Baby girl.
Yeah, it was like way back. He was way into Overwatch, but again, they're all streaming on Twitch, and kind of the people who didn't come up on Twitch, who coming on Twitch, we kind of like followed each other. But yeah. All right, cool. Now, well, we got a game now. We got to do the game. It is Trevor's week, so of course we were playing initials. I will not ruin it. For those of you that are not familiar with the rules of initials, and I don't know if you know how to play initials.
I gotta win.
I mean, you're gonna lose.
No, 100%.
I'm gonna beat you.
Now I have.
I mean, there's a couple boomer things in here, so I don't. Might not even some of the stuff is or what it is. I don't even know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's basically I give you two initials. Every single thing in it, and it could be a name, it could be like a phrase, or like, it'd be like a pop culture phrase, or it could be, but everything goes by those initials. There's gonna be 5 categories. Basically, I'll read hints, so you get one guess per section.
Per initial.
Okay. And they go from like the most obscure hints, and then it goes down to the 5th hint is usually like I'm giving it away to you. Pretty much. Like if you don't get it by then, you're not gonna get it probably.
Yeah. So like if the initial is TM, right, and he's like, Green Goblin, you get, and he moves on, and he's like, red suit. You're like, okay,
Toby. Okay. Oh,
yeah, you got it. Okay. Yeah, Toby.
Okay. All right.
Or sometimes you just say the word Toby, like I did, and ruin it.
And ruin the game.
This is a side question, but who's your favorite Spider-Man of all of them? Do you think Tobey Maguire was the best one?
Oh, I like those. I got a soft spot, but I think that I think the current one's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I will say I get way too in this because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna do it. But I think Tom Holland. I have a soft spot for Tobey Maguire. Absolutely. Tom Holland, best Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield, best Spider-Man.
Oh, really? Wow.
So it's the voice, maybe.
Character as well. That's actually the first time I've heard someone whose favorite character is Spider-Man say Andrew Garfield's their favorite.
Oh, Andrew Garfield was, in my opinion,
I liked all of the
best Spider-Man. He was hilarious.
They said he didn't fit the role, though. He didn't fit like the Peter Parker. Like he wasn't like a young kid.
He was way too hot.
Yeah, he was like a cool dude. Like that's not who Spider-Man was.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, but the Tom Holland, though, a lot of you guys don't know this, but he does pretty much all of his own stunts. A lot of people don't know that.
Oh.
But he's the one flipping into the camera and stuff. That's actually him.
Bro.
Like he does the flips. Yeah. I didn't know that at all. And he was
sick.
Something behind this. I was watching behind the scene. I don't know. I was in a YouTube and he was just like, yeah, I do my own stunts. And I'm like a trained gymnast. And we're like, what? Insane. It's crazy. But yeah, so now you get that was a weird sidebar, but now we get
I loved it.
I like that.
Yeah,
it
was great.
Andrew Garfield, geez.
Yeah, crazy. So that's just the game, and I'm just gonna move through.
I'm not allowed to Google. I have to sit here and just know off the top of my head.
You can't Google.
Oh,
so
man,
because it'll be too easy with the initials.
Okay.
And I'll give you a couple seconds to answer, and then I'm gonna go hint 3, and then say what it is. All right.
Okay.
So there's 5. So there's hopefully there's no ties.
Okay.
All right. This week, the
Anyone
initials.
shout it out? Ooh, okay.
The initials are JC. JC.
Got it. JC. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So number 1, hint number 1 for the first section. Memphis.
John Mellencamp.
JC. They're the initials. JC. Or the
that was a singer. I thought Walking in Memphis. Who sang that song?
John Mellencamp.
Okay. You said JC, so I'm thinking singers. You said what's it called? You said Memphis, so I guessed some old. I know a lot of different musical artists. I'm not losing.
Right.
I'm not losing this.
You get a mulligan.
Gulag Gary strikes again over here.
JC. So if it's a name or if it's a phrase, it will always be the initials JC.
Oh, I said JM. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're laughing.
Wait, now I realize why y'all are laughing.
Okay,
That took me a good 45 seconds to realize.
Okay,
Now I
so
feel really
the
dumb.
first
Now I feel
was
really
Memphis. Paul, do you have a guess?
Oh shit!
Okay. You're making a mockery of my game. This isn't even my fault this time.
John Mellencamp.
Bro, I said a name. I thought you said JM. I thought I was on it. I thought I had y'all. I really thought I had y'all.
He's like, John Mellencamp! He like,
I thought I just aced that. And y'all, damn.
Well, you
Now I'm-
didn't,
Now
but-
I'm looking dumb.
so we won't count that as a miss.
Oh my
because
god.
it wasn't even the right. All right.
Yes.
All right. We're going to hit number 2.
Okay.
Ooh, and now it can't
Acoustic.
be.
Acoustic. Okay, so it's definitely
Oh. Wait,
Johnny Cash.
It is Johnny Cash.
Wait, was that? Anyone can shout out the answer, right?
Yes, you can shout it out at any point. You got to be first. But if you shout it out and you're wrong, usually you're just done for that round, and then you got to hope the other person
Like,
gets
Isn't
it.
Johnny
just
Cash
the-
Ring of Fire?
like-
Isn't that?
like-
bad?
Yeah.
So he's from Memphis.
I
Acoustic.
didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
And then the other hints were all black. He's famous for wearing all black.
Yeah.
Associated with Walking Phoenix, because Walking Phoenix played him in Walk the Line. And then the last one is Walk the Line, which is just obvious.
It's just very much in your face, yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
just hit you with the last one is like, oh God, no one's getting it. I hope someone gets this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Now, Paul's
So-
leading
so-
1-0.
Oh, man,
Ava,
now I'm
in
gonna be
that-
hesitant to yell out an answer.
Yeah. In that circumstance, Ava, if I personally had yelled out Janis Joplin, that would be incorrect because the initials are JC. You understand the?
I'm slowly getting it.
Okay, I just want to be sure we're on the same page. Okay.
All right.
Perfect.
Number 2. Hint number 1.
Yeah.
17.1 million.
70 million.
Were we given the initials?
Okay. It's still.
It's the same initials, JC for all of them. Hint number 2. Sometimes controversial.
sometimes controversial. Okay.
James Corden.
James Corden, sometimes controversial. Not James Corden.
Oh.
But I like, dude. That was a good one. I don't know where your hint though.
Wow.
Third hint.
Yeah.
Transformation.
Transformation.
Oh, I know.
Shut your mouth, Lance.
Hint number 4.
Huh?
Tutorial.
Huh.
Hint number 5. Makeup.
Oh.
Really?
I'll just get. Hold on.
10 seconds. 10.
I'm so mad right
9.
now. I'm so mad.
8.
I'm pissed.
7. 6. 5. You gotta say something.
Jeffree
4.
Star?
No.
I know.
James Charles, dude.
That
Come on.
was my freebie.
I don't
There you
know.
go. Well,
That
so
was
1-0.
supposed
You
to
don't
be
get a
mine.
point. So it's 1-0. Still close.
I had to
I'm
close out
Googling.
everything. I closed out your chat. I closed out everything. The only thing
There you
I'm
go.
seeing is me.
Oh, James Charles.
James Charles. So the hint was 17.1 million. That's how many subs he has. Sometimes controversial. Been in a couple YouTube tiffs. It's fine. It happens. Right?
Yeah, totally
Transformation, obviously, makeup tutorials. So,
Okay.
all right.
Gotcha. Okay.
Third thing.
Yeah.
Hint number
thing.
1. Oh, it's just a third section.
Yeah, of course.
Hint number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Oh, narrows it down.
It's not supposed to. Hint number 2.
Okay.
Associated with bright green.
What?
Bright green.
You're confused. It'll all come together.
What? Associated with bright green, funny.
Third hint. fake cop. Hint number 4. Associated with the phrase, you're a mean one.
Why do I not know this?
Hint number 5. The Truman Show.
Oh
Jim
my
Carrey.
No.
Instead of saying, oh my, you should say the name.
Dude, I was talking about this literally yesterday with my roommates. That movie. I said I'd never seen that movie. We should watch it sometime. Isn't that the movie with Jim Carrey? You can ask Mako and Frosty. We were talking about that yesterday.
Oh man.
To answer your question, yes, you should watch it. It is a great movie.
I've never seen it.
I've never seen it either, actually. I do want to see
That's
that.
so weird. That was literally
good.
yesterday. I've never talked about that movie in my life other than yesterday.
You're in
now we have
quarantine?
a question on it.
Watch the Truman Show. All right. 2-0, Paul.
I'm not.
Let's see if Lance can get 1.
I would have gone the James Charles one. I shouldn't have guessed, man.
Come on,
I
Lance.
yelled James Corden.
Hey, but that was James Corden could very easily be in this list. All right.
Okay.
Number 4. Hint number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Combat.
Jesus Christ. Dang it. Okay.
All right. Is that you guessing, or you just?
I
Jackie Chan!
preemptively thought that it's gotta. Wait.
Are you both guessing right now?
Yeah, Jackie Chan's my guess. You said combat. Jackie Chan's my guess.
That's wrong.
What?
Paul, are you saying Jesus Christ?
Solid guess.
I thought it was an obvious last one, so I just said it. Like, obviously, it's going to be Jesus Christ. It's
We're
okay.
not on the last one.
Oh, I thought we were.
This is the
Bro,
fourth one.
that is a guess and a half right there.
Okay, so
I'm
you're
still
both
in it.
wrong. It's offensive. I'm offended. With 1 hint, you both got it wrong. Combat. Hint. So let's see if you. I'm not going to give you a point for it. Let's see if you can guess from this point on. All right.
Okay. All right.
Hint number 2. You can't see him.
I know now. I know.
Can't see him.
Wait, can I say the answer?
Yes.
John Cena.
It's John Cena.
John Cena.
Jackie Chan was
So third. The third hint was 16-time champ because he's a world champion 16 times.
I didn't know that.
Tied with Ric Flair for the most ever.
Wow.
WWE champion.
Fourth hint is versus The Rock because recently he's the bad guy in Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
And the last one was in the movie Trainwreck with LeBron.
Was he really?
Yeah, he's the boyfriend.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he's hilarious in that. You should watch it. He's really funny. He's like a super sensitive.
I can't get a bonus point or something for Jackie Chan. Like nothing, half point, anything, quarter point.
you
Pretty
don't.
good.
Play the game right. 2-0, Paul. Let's see if Avalanche can get this one. Even though
I have to get a point.
he can get a point. He can get 0.1 points for getting it on the second try last time. All right,
Perfect.
last one.
Okay.
Hint number 1.
Okay.
2 sequels.
Wait. Oh, wait. I want to say it again.
Hint number 2.
I want to say it.
Carter's friend.
Jackie Chan. 2 sequels, Rush Hour. I know it. I was getting very tempted to say it again.
All right.
I love Rush Hour. That's one of my
It's
favorite.
Rush Hour.
I love this movie.
Third hint was Rumble by
I'm
Yankee Stadium.
pissed now.
Oh my gosh.
Third hint is Rumble by Yankee Stadium because he's in Rumble by the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And Rumble in the Bronx. Sorry.
I should have
4
ended
was
this.
Karate, and 5 was Detective Lee.
I should have ended this with 3 points, and I somehow only have 1.
So
Incredible.
it's 2-1. Paul wins. But that was actually that might have been the best version of this game there. That was so awesome. Congrats. Paul wins. I think Paul's won every initials, which seems to be so. Where I got the game is from a radio station in Minnesota, and pretty much those guys who are doing it all the time, they always win too. Like the person who comes on never wins because it's just hard. But it's funny to listen to you guys think, and I thought those were 4 good people, 5 good people.
Good.
I'm kind of sad that you didn't get James Charles though, because come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what was the first one?
I said John Mellencamp. All right, let's just act
Mellencamp.
like that did not even happen. Let's just
John.
slide by that one. That was my best guess. That was it. That's all I had. That's all I could muster up, and then I realized.
Such confidence. John Mellencamp.
No, it's not.
I didn't realize why y'all were laughing at me for 30 seconds after that as well. And then I realized that is JM initials.
He's like, what? I said it right.
Oh my gosh.
You said yell.
That is my favorite. Trevor, nicely done on initials, bud. Great job. Great work, guys.
Thanks for playing. Appreciate that.
Really nailed it. All right, so this is the part of the podcast where we like to do a little shout out. Lanch,
Hey,
you are welcome to do one if you would like. But we just got shout out. Yeah, shout out essentially just any content creator, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, wherever they may be, anyone that you've been kind of consuming their content recently. You're welcome to kind of shout out here. We're gonna start here with Trevor. Give you some time to think about it.
All right. We'll let you narrow
John
it down.
Mellencamp.
Yeah.
John Mellencamp. Shout out.
Really,
Stream it on Twitch.
So
really doing good work.
So I have two today. For whatever reason, I went into a YouTube poll, and Kate and I have been doing the thing where we pick a YouTube video at night, and there's a channel called Data is Beautiful.
That is beautiful. Okay.
And it's those. You know those little the graphs that say, okay, like the richest person in the world from this time to this time, and they just kind of keep changing over time.
It's mesmerizing.
It's mesmerizing. So this channel just does that for like tons of different stuff. So I was just like video after video after video. Like I didn't know that Warren Buffett was actually the richest person in the world for like 15 years. I didn't know that.
Wait, I didn't even know that either.
Oh, exactly. But he was at the top for a very long time. I was like, that's crazy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and like the size of militaries during wars, like it's crazy. It's
wow.
Awesome. But yeah. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, or you just like need to stare at something for 5 minutes, that's pretty cool. But my second one is a shout out for a person who I know that Avalanche knows well, and someone who's recently helped me do a giveaway. DNP3.
Yes, big vouch.
Huge.
DNP3. That is a fantastic person.
DNP3
he is on Twitch. Does giveaways a lot. A lot of partners with people, facilitates everything, makes things available to his community constantly. Money, PCs, merch, like
he does it correctly too. He does it
the right way. Yeah. Like, no, seriously, at first he's like, hey man, I want to help you out. And you're like, I had to kind of go look into it a little bit. Mm-hmm. That's the way you do it. He's created a really awesome, positive community, blocks out the negativity pretty effectively. And just everyone who was entering, like, because we did it, I got to a certain number of followers, which I thought was a cool milestone. I'm trying to get better at like seeing milestones and like appreciating them and like giving back for them, which was perfect. And he was like, hey bro, I can, I'd love to help. So he helped me do it. We worked with our friend Power GPU 2, which was also awesome. Shouted out to build a computer for the person. And he's an upcoming streamer too. It worked out really great. But everyone who was entering was like super like, man, I hope I win. Good luck to everybody. Like everybody was like, this is super cool.
That's awesome.
It's great that you do it. And I'm just glad we have a chance. I was like, man, that's so phenomenal. And that was that like for a month. It was awesome. So, and I know I've popped in the stream quite a bit, lurked, and he's always doing it. They play marbles a lot. I know a lot of people listen to this podcast and know Paul and I, we know you like marbles. So, if you want some marbles, DNP3 is doing it too.
DNP is the man.
DNP is the man. Check him out on Twitter and go check out the Twitch streaming all the time.
Freaking marbles. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I feel like I do this a lot. I don't have anyone this week.
Ooh.
It's been so nonstop with like getting Tirza set up at home with her like work and everything.
I got one for you then.
Setting everything up. I haven't been able to like consume any content. So like please, absolutely.
How about content that's being made with you? Let's hit Jen.
Dude, Jen, yes, absolutely. I have shouted her out before. Absolutely. Yeah, she's great.
Do it again. Let's hit it again.
Genticles. Genticles is awesome. Her name is JenTacles. She is an awesome new content creator. She plays EFT with me and Trevor and carries us through. Really just carries Trevor through all of the different raids and stuff that we have to do. And she's outstanding. So she does great job.
She laughs at my jokes, which is the most important.
She laughs at Trevor's jokes for some reason. She's very interactive with her chat, very interactive. She already has a kind of an old soul as far as like streaming goes, and understands a lot about streaming, even though she just started like basically like 2 months ago, if that. So yeah, she's at genticles_ on Twitter. I believe it's the same for her Instagram, and she's twitch.tv/genticles. She is awesome, super fun, and very interactive with her chat. So if you want someone to talk to you, she will.
Boom.
She will talk to you.
There you go.
Yeah, nailed it. Love that. Thanks, Trev.
What do you got, Lance?
I would like to double down on the Power GPU and DNP3 just before I say mine. Those are two great people. But mine is Chase Lyons, twitch.tv/Chase Lyons. If you guys are looking for just comedy, somewhere to laugh, this kid is hilarious. Always playing Fortnite, some game, this and that. He's a Twitter presence as well. He's got a very big Twitter account. He's just kind of like a jokester, I guess, but his streams are hilarious as well. Twitch.tv/Chase Lyons.
Love Lyons.
Chase Lyons on all social media. I think Chase, and then Lyons is Lyons, not
Lyons,
like the Detroit Lions. You know what? I got a soft spot for guys that just go their name, bro. Shout out Chase Lyons. Shout out Nate Hill, dude.
His name.
Go
he
for
just
it.
slapped his name in, and that's what he's known by.
Dude, he has so many memes.
No, yeah, Twitter. He's literally his Twitter is like, it's like a meme account, and then his Twitch. You have to sit there and watch one of his streams for like at least 15 minutes, and then tell me your thoughts. You can't tell me you're not gonna laugh too. He's funny. He's funny as hell.
That's amazing.
What's up?
Yeah. Chase Lyons. I'm just scrolling through. It's literally meme after meme after meme.
Yep. That's Chase. That is Chase.
Yo, if you need memes, and if Lance is recommending them, I mean, they're gonna have a good Twitter.
Cryptic Nolan and Chase Lyons. There you go. Boom.
Love it.
Fantastic.
Love it. That's awesome. So here we are. We're at the end. We had a nice lengthy, girthy. I don't know why I said girthy. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. Plump. That plump's bad too. Full. A very full episode.
Full episode.
There you go. Because you're stuck in your house. Sometimes an hour and a half isn't enough for the whole week. But maybe we can do a podcast every day. I don't know. Everyone's in their houses. Everyone can do a podcast. To be honest, we've been trying to get Avalanche on for a while, but he's got a job with 100 Thieves, and they're constantly like doing photo shoots.
Hey, we're here.
Looking good. Seriously.
This was so fun. I want to do this again.
Man.
With y'all.
Hey, we would love to have you on because I'm sure your meteoric rise is just going to continue. We're going to have a bunch of other stories to talk about next time you're on. So, but in terms of the stream and everything, and your quarantine stuff, what's up with you? Got any? I know you guys do events. I know you guys do like group stuff. I know you said you want to pop back. So what do you got? You got like merch? What? Plug anything. Plug away.
Plug away. The only thing I'm gonna plug is the mob Twitter, twitter.com/themob, and the mob Twitch channel, twitch.tv/themob. Warzone's becoming a thing. We've heard maybe squads might be coming out soon. So when that drops, 4 players, it's gonna be a lot coming off the mob Twitch. So
not only that,
twitch.tv/themob.
200 people might be on the map.
Yeah.
Wait,
they're gonna have to make some adjustments if they make squads. They surely reduce the number or something. Can't buy people back.
They're like super surprised that it's running so smoothly. Mm-hmm. They're like, wow, 150 people's working really, really well. Can we push it to 200?
Holy crap.
Can you imagine 500 people? Groups of 12. You're like,
all the people being brought back too. You kill a squad, another squad lands on top of you. It's
games are 4 hours long.
But the mob is where you find everything. It's my hoodie. I'm wearing it. You'll see it in the video.
Dope.
At the mob.
Smart.
Love it.
I should have done that. Wearing a MeUndies shirt. Oops. Awesome. That's really, really great. Thank you. The mob. I follow them. Can confirm. Phenomenal follow. You should do it. Okay. But we now have 2 ways for you to get on the pod. In addition to the review of the week, which a lot of you know, you're supposed to review the show wherever you can review it on whatever platform you're listening to it on. That excluding YouTube, leave a comment. We also read those. We really appreciate it. But you can now use hashtag AskMCA in a tweet to ask a question of the next guest. So we announce it every week. If you want to just reply on that tweet with the hashtag, we see those as well. And your question might just make the show. But before we go, let's give a shout out to our review of the week from Hales. Yeah. Nice. 23.
Nice.
He said, I love the content coming from this podcast. It's funny, fresh. Somehow they changed the font of the word fresh and made it capitalized. I don't know how they did it, but it's amazing. and current. And not to mention two of the best looking Twitch streamers out there. Why do you think I chose that one? Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That's why we do video. If we didn't, we wouldn't be very confident, but I'm very confident.
Very confident.
So don't forget to leave a rating yourself and you might just make the show. This is the May Contain Action podcast. You can listen on all major carriers of podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud. You can watch the video on YouTube. 5-star ratings are always appreciated. And don't forget to actually write a review so we can see it. I know that we've asked you to review like 15 times, but please review it. And like 5 stars. 5 stars only. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the May Contain Pod. And we now have a standalone YouTube channel, the May Contain Action Podcast. All the full episodes are there. They come out Fridays at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So if that's where you like to listen, that is where it's going to live from now on. And yeah, like I said, you can comment on that and have that be your review as well. That any interaction with that, obviously, everyone knows how YouTube works at this point. Click the thumbs up, sub to the thing, say something, and smile. Thank you.
Yep.
Avalanche, where can we find you?
You can find me at twitter.com/avalanche100t. That is me. That's the only link I'll throw out. Twitter is the best platform. The rest will
Doesn't even care about the rest.
No, Twitter. I don't even care. Twitter, you can find it all on Twitter.
You can find it all on Twitter, but it's all the same on everything else. Just
yeah,
so
it's
you know.
the same. It's the same. I mean, you guys, Twitter.
He wants to talk to you on Twitter. He loves Twitter.
Tweet me something.
Tweet him how you like the show. Seriously, though.
Actually, do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let him know what what you liked.
Tweet me if you're listening.
Let us know too. Tag us.
Yeah, dude. Tweet me if you're listening to this right now. That interaction.
Tweet me if you're. Smart. That's so easy. Yep. So smart.
Yeah, that's good.
And which is a perfect time for me to plug my stuff. I'm Trevor May on Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Trust me, I'm still doing that. Got a lot of ideas, working on it. Got time. You're going to see this room I'm in a lot. Trevor May Baseball is my second YouTube channel. That kind of been put on hold, but we got a lot of plans for that when the season comes back and travel and all that cool stuff. And then the only thing that's different is TrevMay65 on Instagram. Been it for a long time. I need to change it. This is getting ridiculous. Paul,
this is your time. This is your time to change it, dude.
This is the time to do it.
An actual pandemic, and you're not going to change it. Okay. I'm Paul, aka ActionJaxon. You can find me at twitch.tv/ActionJaxon. You can find me on Twitter, the best social media platform.
Let's go.
ActionJaxon.
That is incredible.
You can find me on Instagram, which is slowly dying.
Let's go.
At ActionJaxon. At ActionJaxon BTW. You can fuck on TikTok at ActionJaxon, where I do dances for G Fuel discounts. And I think that's everything. YouTube.com/ActionJaxon. You can find highlights. Little side note, you can find highlights of the podcast, Trevor's favorite parts, my favorite parts, on our own separate YouTube channel. So if you want to find some little highlights, you can find them there as well. Trevor, that's all I got, dude.
That's what we got. That concludes the episode 20 of the Make Contain Action podcast. We appreciate you, and we will see you next week. Y'all have a good week in your house, and be safe out there, all right?
Woo!
See ya!
John Mellencamp, baby!
And
John Mellencamp.